And welcome back to Coffee with the Wolves. My name is Damian Dennis, and this week we're going to be previewing the track season, and joining me is Coach Jeff DeGraw. Welcome back to the show, Jeff.
Thanks. Been a while.
Yeah, since
Couple
November?
Months. Yeah.
But yeah, we're here at Grounded Coffee Bar in New Lenox. We're going to preview your indoor season because your track season's, split in half.
Correct.
But before we do that, I need to let everyone know that Coffee with the Wolves is, again, presented by Grounded Coffee Bar.
Hey everyone, it's a great day to get grounded. With locations in New Lenox and Frankfort, it's always a good time to stop by and try our seasonal drinks, whether that's cherry as summer comes to an end or pumpkin as fall begins. We've also updated our hours to better serve you. We're open late on Fridays and Saturdays now until 9 p.m. Make sure you're following our socials, that's Instagram and Facebook, for the latest updates on our specials and events so you don't miss out. Grounded Coffee Bar is a proud sponsor of Coffee with the Wolves and JJC Athletics.
All right, so, Coach, we're here to, again, preview the season. Your season starts today, technically Friday, the day this comes out, right? Or is it next week?
It's
Saturday.
Saturday. We'll leave today.
Yeah.
But to meet, and we want to beat some of that cold weather we're supposed to have. So it actually starts tomorrow at Illinois College in Jacksonville.
Yeah. Probably really happy to be being inside to start the season, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's why it's indoor track for a reason in Illinois.
Yeah. I want to ask, and I know I've asked you this before, but indoor track, outdoor track, what's kind of the difference other than, the roof over the head?
Well, the size of the track. The track indoor is half the size of an outdoor track, 200 meters.
Yeah.
So it's, twice as many laps for the 400. Instead of running one lap, you got to run two. You don't have the 100 meters indoor. You have the 60. There's some different events. Field events you don't have for the throws. You don't have the discus or the javelin. You just basically have the shot put and the weight throw, but the weight throw is not an outdoor event.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit different, but it's good to get everybody competing.
Yeah. Do you have any athletes on the team who maybe don't participate as much in the indoor slate, or are you? I know a lot of your athletes are kind of spread out through multiple events, so you got everybody involved pretty much all season, indoor, outdoor.
Yes. The one nice thing with our sport is you can qualify for outdoor nationals during the indoor season in those events. Obviously, like I said, there's no 100, so you can't qualify in the 100-meter dash indoors because there isn't that event.
Yeah.
And there's no conversion for the 60 or anything like that. But, yeah, like the shot, we have a couple, for the men, a couple good shot putters. In fact, we have 3 who should qualify, but their main event is the discus come outdoor, but they have the opportunity to compete indoor in the shot put.
Yeah. I want to ask you about some of the student athletes. Who are they and what are you expecting out of them? Both in the shot put, but then, just overall,
For the men, obviously we got, finishing third in cross country. We have a very good distance group. It'll be, dependent on what everybody runs. We have some hurdlers. We have good sprinters returning from last year. We have a good group of field event people. And very much like on the women's team, we have basketball players who we won't see until the outdoor season. Yep. We have Javion Green, who's having a very good basketball season, and he's a returning All-American high jumper.
Yep.
So we won't have him indoor. We've had, it's just a mix mash right now of a lot of people trying to get everybody healthy, everybody on the same page. It's just the start to try to get everybody back where we belong.
Yeah. And I want to ask, and I feel like usually we're retreading these questions a bit, but when you have those multiple sports athletes, you mentioned Javion Green. You're not going to have him until the outdoor season. That's because, basketball season ends by then. Does that kind of challenge you in a way? Okay, we can't focus on this area of our performance in track and field because we just don't have access to this athlete yet.
Not really, because like in Javion's case, and we have a couple of women on the basketball team who are sprinters, They get a lot of running. Javion's a high jumper. He gets a lot of jumping.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't be doing much different. We just won't have him for the indoor season. So for them, it's just not that big a deal, and I'll gladly take him. And that's one nice thing, especially at JJC, you can do multiple sports.
Yeah.
And a lot of colleges make you choose, okay, are you going to be a basketball player or a track person?
Yeah.
At JJC, you have the opportunity to do both. And if you have that opportunity, do it while you can, because at some point in time, it's going to be over.
Yeah. I mean, you and I have probably seen that a bunch over our careers. Just, college athletes maybe coming in, whether it's 2-year or even a 4-year, like wanting to do 2 sports,
yes.
But at some point they just stop doing both sports and they choose one. I saw it last year with a Northwestern quarterback who also is a baseball player. He's now just a baseball player.
Yeah.
A lot of your runners or athletes are also cross-country runners. You guys have basically been going to some extent since, August for those athletes. What are you expecting out of some of those cross-country runners coming into track? You've had a couple months off, but I know you've not really had a couple months off.
Right. I think we'll be very good in that area, especially on the women's side. I like the way our women distance runners, and we had 2 cross-country people, Gabby Williams and Maura Cecich, who are doing they will do different events than the distance events, and cross-country has helped them tremendously. I can see a difference in both of them right away, especially Maura, who's just running so well in practice. Now she just has to take that to the meet, but she is so far ahead of where she was at the end of outdoor track season last year.
Yeah. Now, we've got Maura coming on after I'm done talking to you, Coach, and I was planning to ask her this question, but I'm going to ask you this too, just because the other day when I showed up pretty early on campus, you had your team inside in our atrium, whatever you want to call it, the lobby, running, because that was another day where it was pretty cold outside. Yes. Do you practice a lot indoors? Do you get a chance to practice a lot indoors, or when able, do you try to be outside as much as possible?
Well, distance people will try to go outside even like today, even when it's 0. Some of them want to go outside all the time, and sometimes I say, no, you can't go. It's too cold. But the distance people, but the sprinters are a different character. They don't like to go out unless it's 80 degrees. And I'm sort of, as the older I get, I'm more on their side.
Yeah.
I don't like to go outside when it's cold either. But, with our event center and with the turf and the basketball court, that's why we practice in the morning, so we have the entire thing. And if you really think about it, our whole area is bigger than any indoor track we run on. Now, the corners are a little bit tighter, but we can get a lot done inside, which is good.
Yeah. I'm kind of glad you're not my coach. You'd hate me on Saturday. My wife was just asking me, Damien, are you going to still go to the gym on Saturday when it's like -11? I'm like, probably, because my home gym's in the garage, and it's not insulated, and I have a space heater. I'm good.
That's all you need.
But season starts Saturday for you. What are you expecting to see in this first meet?
Just see where everybody's at. I like where our women are. It's the largest women's team we have ever had in the history of the program. In fact, we have almost as many women as we do men on the team, which is great. And I think our women's team can vie, top 3, just like they were the very first year we had track. And I believe the men's team can be vying the top 3. All you want to do is try to get as many people qualified for nationals as you can throughout the season. And then, the goal, just like in cross country, top 3, try to win some hardware at the national meet. You never try to plan on, quote, winning, because it takes something special to win. Everything has to go your way. Some things don't go your way. You can never plan on that.
And quite literally, everything has to go your way, because there's multiple events and, multiple different levels of athlete in each event too, but you're aiming to compete with each level of athlete.
Correct. And, obviously we have to get some people healthy, and then we have to stay healthy throughout the year. So it's a long process, but they're buying into that process of becoming a little bit better each day. Not real big jumps, just a little bit better, So you're at your best by the end of the year.
And I know one of your big challenges as a coach by the end of the season is I've had X amount of athletes qualify in X amount of events. Then you have to narrow it down to which event they're participating in.
Correct, because you're only allowed to enter 3 per individual event, 1 relay, and sometimes there's decisions on who's going to be in the relay.
Yeah.
Like last year, we had 800 people for the men qualify, or you're only allowed to run 3.
Yeah.
So yes, there are decisions, but the athletes know that coming in. So if we have 4 in a certain event, you know what time you have to run. You got to beat your teammate if you want to be one of those 3 who runs at nationals.
In track and even cross country, they're very special in that way because you're competing against other teams, but also against your own team and even against yourself.
Correct. Yeah, it's the individual event. The team stuff comes by you doing your individual event, where cross country is more the team sport. You're only as good as a team as your 5th runner. Track, it's all you.
Yeah.
There's nobody else. You're as good as you want to be.
Right. Well, Coach, I know you said you're leaving today to head to your first meet, trying to beat the cold. Won't keep you too much longer. Also, I just now realized I didn't get my coffee before we recorded.
Uh-oh.
I need to fuel up.
Yes.
But, again, good luck this weekend. Good luck on the season. Of course, we'll have you on again soon. But, thanks for coming out to Grounded Coffee Bar.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, and joining me next on Coffee with the Wolves, I'm joined by Maura Cecich.
Hi.
Your name is very similar to my daughter's name.
Oh, really?
Not the little one you met who's walking around, but my 5-year-old. Her name's Maura.
Oh, that's cute.
So I have to keep it in my mind to say it the right way. We're here to preview the track season. The indoor slate starts Saturday.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to the 400. I'm doing the DMR, so that will be nice. I'm doing the 400 and that, and then also the 800.
Yeah. What's the DMR?
It's a relay race where it's like 400 and 800, a 1200, and then a mile.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I'm intimidated because I could not run that. So you're a sophomore, right?
Yeah.
Second season with Wolves Track.
Yeah.
What are you looking to kind of improve on this year? And let's go back to last year too. Like, where did you finish last year? How would you kind of look at your season last year? And then how would you like to improve this year?
Okay. Last year, the 400 hurdles was kind of rough last year. It was my first year doing the 400 hurdles. In high school, it's a 300, so it's kind of a big difference.
Yeah.
I think I could prove a lot in that one. I was getting 78, I think, and I think I could definitely at least get down to 75 this year. I'm also looking forward to the 400. In the relay for nationals, I got 66, and at meets, I was getting 68s, and I ran a trial one the other day at practice, and I got 68 on that one. So I think I could definitely improve a lot.
Yeah. And you probably heard me mention this to Coach. I plan to ask you this. When it comes to practicing, especially between the outdoor season and the indoor season, what's kind of different for you as an athlete, because there are limitations to the indoor stuff. You can do more outdoor. But also, it sounds like your events, you can do both seasons. So,
Yeah.
Do you experience any limitations? Is there a way you approach practice differently? Is there a way your coach approaches practice differently between indoor and outdoor?
Well, in indoor, we're inside every day. We barely go outside. We went to the track once over break, but we're really inside most of the time, which is kind of difficult because it's we don't have an indoor track, so we're practicing in a hallway or in the gym, which is nice. He makes it work. But in outdoor, it definitely is easier because we do a lot more track workouts. And for me, at least, I do the 400 hurdles, and that's only an outdoor event, so we could practice doing a couple hurdles on the actual track. Whereas indoor, it's 1 or 2 you get to go over on the turf.
What for you as an athlete? What's the benefit to participating indoor versus participating outdoor? Is there any real difference when it comes to the competition, or is it just pretty much the same?
I would say it's pretty much the same, because it's really the only difference is the length of the track. I feel it's basically all the same events too, so I would say it's basically the same.
Yeah. Now, your sophomore season, I don't think I had you on last year, to be fair. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But, you know, I want to ask, why did you choose JJC? What specifically about the track program? And also, do you run cross country too?
I ran cross country this year. I ran it in high school, but I didn't do it last year.
Yeah.
I wasn't even planning on doing track, but I missed it, so I wanted to do it.
DeGraw's convincing, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Well, yeah, I want to ask though, like, how did you get into track and cross country as well, and then kind of the recruiting process? How you kind of decide to come to JJC.
Yeah. Well, my dad did track in high school, and he wanted me and my siblings to do track, so we kind of got into it. I started in 7th grade, and I've been doing it since. And then I wasn't planning on doing it in college, but then I missed it, and I wanted to do it. And my sister did it at JJC before me, and we really liked Coach DeGraw, so it was easy to get into it. Yeah.
Basically family at this point.
Yeah.
What do you like about DeGraw's kind of coaching style?
I like a lot of things about his coaching style. I think he pushes us really hard, and I also he's like very easy to get along with. Like, nobody hates him on the team. Like, everyone loves him. He's like our grandpa, like he's the best.
Oh, yeah, I saw him smile. He liked that.
I tell him that every day.
That's funny. So kind of on the academic side, have you declared a major yet?
Yeah, I'm thinking about going into like the sonography program or the radiology.
All right. Have you taken any classes towards any of that, or is it just kind of the pre-rec stuff?
I'm getting my prereqs right now, but right now I'm in Anatomy 1. Well, I took Anatomy 1 last semester, now I'm in Anatomy 2, and I'm taking like a lot of science and math classes.
Cool. How do you like those classes?
I like them. They're kind of difficult, but it's like good.
It's always fun to challenge yourself.
Yeah.
When I was your age, I hated it.
Yeah.
Now I'm more in line with that thinking. Do you have plans, and it's probably early at this point, but do you want to keep participating in track or cross country after JJC, or are you just going to focus on academics, or are you just kind of going with it? If you get recruited, you get recruited,
Yeah.
and if not,
I'm kind of just going with it. If I get recruited, I will, but I don't know. It's not something I've been like really meaning to like look into. If I go to college and I want to join it, maybe, but I think probably I'll end up just focusing on academics.
yeah. Well, this season you get to focus on track and field along with academics. Remember, student first, athlete second.
Yeah.
But, you got the whole season in front of you at this point. The goal is to qualify for nationals, go to nationals. I want to ask, you experienced that a bit last year. I don't remember if you experienced it with cross country, but I know it's kind of the same thing, only, one event basically. But what's that experience like, just, earning, qualifying and then getting to go?
It was really exciting. I remember when I first qualified, I think we qualified for like the 4x8 or something, and we were all really happy to go. And then I ran a couple events at nationals. The weather was really crazy that year, and everyone was getting sick, so it was kind of like a crazy experience, but it was really fun and exciting.
On the topic of qualifying, let's say like Saturday, your first meet, you qualify in your events. Let's say all of them. You qualify in each event you participate in. How do you kind of keep yourself motivated moving forward? Because you want to keep getting better, obviously, but you're working towards getting qualified.
Yeah.
You're qualified early. How do you kind of keep that momentum?
Yeah. Well, just because I qualify doesn't mean I'll get to go for that event, because I have to compete with the other people on the team for the spot. But I mean, just like the fact that like I might not go will keep me motivated, and also I want to do good, so I think that will just be good.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't want to keep you too much longer. How do you like the coffee shop out here?
It's very pretty. I've been here before. I live not too far from here. It's nice.
Yeah, it's a nice spot.
Yeah, they have good coffee.
Yeah, I ordered. So in between, interviewing Coach and then I ordered my cold brew. Very holiday themed, even though it's not holiday time.
Yeah.
But peppermint and vanilla. I'm like,
yeah,
okay.
it looks delicious.
I love their cold brew. I haven't tried anything else. Each time I come in, it doesn't matter what version of it, I'm getting it. I think I got a chai tea once, but
yeah, chai tea is good.
But yeah, I appreciate you taking the time to join me here in Coffee with Wolves. You and Coach DeGraw. Good luck on the season. Good luck Saturday.
Thank you.
I don't know if I'll have you on again, but we'll be talking more track and field at some point. So, And to those watching, thank you for tuning in to Coffee with the Wolves, presented by Grounded Coffee Bar. As always, we end on Wolf of the Week, and we'll see you next week.